My why has seemed to change over the years. Originally, I always wanted to become an educator. If you asked me when I was younger what I wanted to grow up to be, teacher was always the answer. But it wasn't until I got into education that I really understood what drove me to continue to nurture, educate, and foster these relationships with my students. When my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, I was given the unique opportunity of becoming her long-term sub, taking over her first grade class, allowing her to come in when her levels were high enough to visit with her students and really keep that connection alive with them. During that time, I was able to work with first grade students, something that I had always thought that I would do as my mom was an elementary educator. I was able to work in her classroom that year and continue working on the same campus for several years as I worked through my education program and attaining my master's in education and my credential. The reason for my why now has changed a little bit. Originally, watching these first grade students have these loving relationships with the teacher always made me feel good. And knowing that I have taught them something and seeing that spark actually light in their eyes is what fed me and drove me to continue coming to work, even when things were a little bit difficult. Then I was given the unique opportunity of going from first grade to high school, and that's when things really changed. That aha moment isn't always so visible in a high school student, as they don't always like to take pride in acknowledging what we actually do for them. But when I can actually interact with my students and know that I would be a proud person to interact with them in our environment, going around Riverside, that's when I have those same moments, those connections. And it's the opportunity for me to become a mentor and an educator and acknowledge all of the facets of my job and role in their life that really continues to get me to be excited, whether we're doing a distance learning program or a face-to-face opportunity. I want to make sure that that connection feels as close to face as possible. And right now, that's what I'm trying to do, and that's why we're here today. So I hope you share your why with us, and I can't wait to hear them.